It may not mean nothing to y'all, but understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall, and telling that girl she the one for me, and I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever, mine.
Hey boo kittens, it's me Keisha and I'm here with this week's All Tea All Shade Basketball Wives Season 11 Episode 17 review. But before I begin, I want to give a very special happy birthday shout out to Precious Williams from New Orleans. She's turning 39. I hope that you have an amazing, wonderful, beautiful, joyful birthday filled with the laughter and love with all of your family and friends. This is your last year being in your 30s, honey. Let me tell you something. Do not fret about turning 40 next year. Your 40s is when you really truly come into your womanhood and your judge, okay? You really get to feeling your okay, so I want you to turn up, look glamorous, look beautiful, and enjoy your day. You deserve it, okay? And show them titties for me, all right? Happy birthday, Precious. Okay, on this week's episode, Brandi doesn't like that Evelyn was questioning her about inviting Jackie and says that she needs to question her daughter. Question your daughter, do not question me, okay? Because you're dirty. You're dirty. And I don't blame her because at the end of the day, this ain't got nothing to do with you. This is between me and Brooke. Now, you can have your opinion based off your feelings when it comes to the Jackie, but stop trying to butt into their situation. Jen and Kristen film for their YouTube channel and discuss deal breakers in relationships. And Jen says that she can't do broke. She's allergic to it. She can't get with it. So he makes a comment about how he asked Jen if he can get a job and she said no. So immediately she's like, wait a minute, you got a job, babe. What are you talking about? You got a job, huh? What you talking about, huh? What? You got a job, what? And if they would have just been filming for YouTube, they could have cut all that out, but the cameras was there. So she was looking like, what the fuck is he talking about? He ain't got no job. He was like, you do have a job. He was like, I don't have a job. I have a company. And she was like, that's your career though. That's how you make money. And he tells on himself and was like, actually, that's not how I make money. And Jen was like, babe, yes, you do. You don't make money off your company. And he was like, no, I don't. I make money off of a skill. And she looking like, what the fuck is he talking about? And he says, I can bartend like 2 days a week. Jen, God is trying to tell you something. You better watch The Color Purple, child, because this man is telling on himself. The funds is not there, mom. They're not there. Now, in this clip, she said that he made his money by trading, right? Meaning he trades on the stock market. That's how he make his money. I went on Jennifer's Instagram page and found his page, okay? When you go on his page, he has compound interest. Eighth wonder of the world, this new business, I guess, that he's starting up. I don't know what this is about. When you go on the website, it really doesn't have much information except for elite aristocracy society. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. Coming soon. And it looks like it's like a clothing line. He's selling hoodies and scub caps and stuff. Child, who buying this? Who is buying this? Nobody. Nobody's buying this foolishness. So I don't see nothing about no stock exchange, trading, or anything of that nature on this man's page. Then the only other thing he has is gold reserve fund. So you go on there and this says, welcome, automate your assets, book your phone consultation now. Our mission as Gold Reserve, our vision is to generate sustainable and scalable profits that not only generate financial growth, but also have a positive future impact. This gives the client an opportunity to have their assets grow for them completely on autopilot. We believe in the power of collaboration and work closely with our portfolio companies, providing active management support and leveraging our extensive industry insights and sector specific knowledge to maximize value. Our investment strategy is centered around middle market tech companies with the potential for transformation and upside. Girl, it's a bunch of big words that don't add up to nothing, and it's giving scam. It's giving scam to me, child. Bernie. And then for this man to say that he don't have a job, he got a company. What the are you talking about? A job is a job is a job is a job. You do have a job. Or like you said, no, I don't make money off of that. I make money off of a skill, which is scamming. And he was catching himself as he was telling on himself in that scene. Girl, Jen, you better run for the border. You better run for the hills. You better not marry that man. He is about to take you for everything that you got. And I've been saying this from day one. And he got you on this damn television screen looking dumb as ever. You already talk and look like Eeyore. Now he about to treat you like the donkey you are. Okay? And then on top of that, more information comes out later in the episode that make her look even stupider. Evelyn, Jen, and Brooke and Jaceel link up and discuss Brandi's dinner. And Evelyn was like, I'm looking at her like, I don't know if this the game you want to play, because you don't want to play that game with me, because I don't play games. I play chess, not checkers. It's like, what the fuck? Like, she got such a hard on for Brandi, and it was like, it is giving me very much, she still don't like Brandi from back in the day when Evelyn came back that second time when Tammy was still on the show. And remember, she didn't like Brandi, and Malaysia was bringing Brandi around, and she refused to be around Brandi and all of that stuff. She just still got an attitude over whatever issues they have in the past, and she's kicking up dust about that mess now. So Brooke questions Brandi's motives on inviting her to a dinner where Jackie might have been there. And I feel like it wouldn't have went that far with her if Evelyn wouldn't have been in her ear about the situation, because I honestly don't think that Brandi was trying to be malicious or anything like that. I think that she was trying to bring them together, honestly, truly. I don't think that she would do that to Brooke. So Jen and Brandi double date with their spouses, and Brandi brings up Evelyn feeling like she wasn't a good friend of Brooke. And Jen was like, well, I don't know. I don't think you invited her out of malice, but a conversation needs to be had. And she looking like, girl, bye. Ain't no conversation need to be had over here. So you could tell like she was just rolling her eyes and everything. I am very shocked that Jason is filming with her more this season. That was very shocking to me, but good, I guess. So then we find out that Evelyn is friends with Brooke's brother. I think that he lives like next door to her or something like that. She's really cool with him and his wife, and their sons are friends now and play on the same teams and stuff like that. So she goes over and have dinner with them and Brooke. And Brooke says that at 9 years old, she realized that her youngest son had some mental health issues. She said that he did something so horrific that she immediately called to get help for him. Like she was like, it was wild. And she shows a picture of her son, and he looks exactly like her. And you can tell by the picture that he does have, issues with him. I don't think that it's just mental health issues. It looks like he might have some disability, and that changes the scope of everything, because obviously this young man needs some type of guidance, some type of supervision. He doesn't look like he needs to be just out here in the world navigating it on his own, which is another reason why I'll continue to say, instead of you being out here arguing with folks, Brooke, you need to be worrying about your child, because that boy should not just be out here ripping and running the streets and impregnating girls and not telling you and all of this. That's craziness. Christian and Jen meet to talk to their wedding planners in Paris, but before they get on the phone with them, he tells her that this budget for this wedding is getting out of control. You could tell he'd been worried about it for the longest, and he was like, we need to reel it in, because I still got restitution that I gotta pay the courts, and she was like, how much? And he was like, I still have to pay $250,000. And she was like, oh my God, so that's mean you got to pay them $50K a month. And he was like, yeah. And she gonna say in her confessional that she didn't even know this. But I thought he'd tell you everything. I thought that y'all talked about everything from the beginning. But you don't know that this man owed the government $250,000 and you about to marry him? Because when you get married, ain't his debt your debt? She a fool. She only with this man because he quote unquote cute and can dress. Because remember, she said that's the reason why she liked him in the first place. Because he can dress, he has swag, and he was cute. That's why she didn't want to be with the last dude, because he was too much like a grown up. She with him for the look of it all, which is so tired and childish. And that's why she gonna get this childish ass marriage, because he coming into the marriage telling you that the money ain't there and that I don't really have a job, that I'm out here scamming people to live the way that I'm living. But you ain't listening and ain't paying attention to what's going on. The girls minus Jackie gather to do charity work. Nobody has heard from Jackie. Jacille on the bus ride to the charity place say that she didn't invite Cheyenne because she can't relate to her because she didn't take up for Jackie when everybody was talking about her or whatever. I see what she's saying. You're not going to talk about my friend in front of me. I'm going to get up and leave because I ain't even for that energy. And the fact that she still sat there says a lot. But then at the end of the day, we're filming a reality show. So maybe she was shocked by it. And like I said, I don't even understand why Cheyenne is even on this show. This ain't even her Gigiana. Like, you're too educated for these nincompoops. Like, why are you on here? So Brandi was like, I was thinking like, dang, you were questioning me. You should have turned to the left and asked her why she was not being a friend. She says it's to Evelyn. Evelyn immediately like, no, I don't need to question her about shit. I don't really know Cheyenne. And she was like, but you went out to lunch with her. Y'all was all kiki and all of this stuff. That was your new BFF. And I like that Brandi called her out on her bullshit. Because that's exactly what Evelyn is on. Evelyn, after it dies down, asks Brandi, what does her mama think of Jason? And this is the bullshit that Evelyn liked to do. And she was like, she loves him. We've been together since we were in high school, this, that, and the third. And Evelyn was like, if it were my daughter that went through what you went through, I wouldn't like him. I wouldn't be able to fuck with him at all. Like, I just wouldn't. So now you went from not liking her and having issues with her because she invited Jackie and you think she was being a fake friend. And when she stuck up for herself and called you out on your bullshit, now you trying to go for her merit. That's why I can't stand Forehead. I cannot stand her. First of all, it was out of line. It wasn't your place to even say nothing like that to her. And Brandi better than me, because I would have hit her back real quick. And I would have been like, well, if I was your mother, I wouldn't have loved the fact that you got with Carl and got pregnant with him when he already had somebody else pregnant, and you and her children are hood twins, born only months apart. If I was your mother, I wouldn't have loved the fact that when you were with Chad, you literally made an agreement that if he wanted to cheat on you, he could. He just had to tell you first. If I were you, I wouldn't like the fact that your daughter is pregnant by the game who owes somebody $7 million or quote unquote SA. Yeah, it's a lot that mothers shouldn't like. Baby, I would have got her together so quick. Baby, you know how that forehead get the throbbing? She would have been pissed. That Harry Potter scar would have got the glowing after I wrapped her up, honey. I would have wrapped her up real quick. So they get to the place, they serving, making food and stuff for people. And Evelyn says that Brandi was getting spicy on the bus and tried to make a point and failed, and she gonna come for her and all of this stuff. So after they get done doing the charity work, they go to this little lounge and they kicking it with some LGBTQ friends of Jacille. And Brooke wants Brandi and Evelyn to talk. Mind you, Brooke is the one that brings this whole situation up, saying it's the elephant in the room that needs to be brought up. Evelyn was like, you subjected her to being at that table without telling her Jackie was going to be there. First of all, she did not. When she told her about the event and she asked her who was coming, she said, I'm inviting everybody. Anybody that want to come can come. She told her right then and there. And even Brooke said, I should have doubled back and asked her specifically, was she going to invite Jackie? And I did not do that. So That argument is null and void at this point. Evelyn then says, I feel like you were trying to be Jackie's mouthpiece. Then Brooke asks Brandi how she would feel if it was baby Jason, and gets upset and walks away crying and says she wants people to stop bringing up her daughter. I get that Brooke is hurt. She lost a child. Anybody would be a wreck over that. But my love, you brought up this conversation on camera. Obviously, producers told you to be the one to bring it up. If you didn't want them to continue to have this conversation about Jackie and, why you're mad at Jackie and why is Brandi bringing Jackie around because it all stems from your daughter, then you shouldn't have participated or even brought up the subject. So be mad at yourself. Everything ain't worth $1. Your daughter shouldn't even be a conversation on this show if you are that triggered by it, or you know what I'm saying? Like, that should be off limits. I don't fuck with Jackie. I don't like her. It is what it is. I'm not talking about this. Respect me and my mourning process. This is my child we're talking about here. I'm not talking about this. I'm not talking about her on camera. So, Brooke, you can miss me with that one. You really honestly can. And Brandi has already apologized to you. Brandi even runs outside and apologizes to her again. And was like, can I have a hug? And she was like, no, not right now. And gets in the car and leaves or whatever. You could tell she was apologetic. You could tell she was on the verge of tears herself. So then back inside the venue, Brandi says to Evelyn, I want us to get along, but the only conversation I owe is to my friend. 1000%. And Evelyn was like, well, I never wanted to have this conversation. Girl, you were just talking cash shit about how she don't want it with you and you gonna check her, this, that, and the third. But then when she come to you, it's all peace and love. Girl, Evelyn get on my nerves. She really does. So Jacelle says that when Jackie's name comes up, it hurts Brooke and she can visibly see it on her face. So she was like, that's why I don't fuck with Jackie, because of what she did to Brooke. There ain't no beef between us, but I just can't fuck with her. Great. That's for you. You don't have a relationship with Jackie the way that Brandi does. So it really just can't be like that for her. You know what I'm saying? Brandi says that she messed up and that she apologized. Like, what more can I do? She was like literally, tell me, what can I do, sweetie? And when she said sweetie, she wasn't even saying it in a derogatory way or trying to get smart. Evelyn was like, don't call me sweetie. And she was looking like, well, damn, bitch, like what? So Brandi still keeping it cute. And she was like, I just felt Jackie had a heart. And here go Evelyn standing up mad. You felt Jackie had a heart? You felt Jackie has a heart? And so Jacelle was like, no, Ev, sit back down. We gonna, finish this or whatever. Evelyn sits back down. And then Brandi stands up to leave. You can tell she was about to get up and leave. She grabs her purse and goes to walk that way. Evelyn is over here. Here go Evelyn. Don't step closer to me. Girl, what? Because you don't want to get punched in your forehead. So Brandi was like, girl, if I wanted to fight you, I would fight you. It's not even that serious. Like, get somewhere and sit down. So then here go Evelyn grabbing her purse and leaving. Like, she's just a dodo head. Like, I cannot stand her. First of all, you damn near 50 years old, still up here trying to act like you gonna fight somebody. Ain't never fought nobody on this show ever in your life. And then you stood up first. Didn't nobody tell you to don't come near me and all of this, that, and the third? You got scared when she stood up. That's what was the problem. You got scared. Evelyn can kick rocks. She get on my nerves. I'm sick of this season. I'm so happy Jackie will be back next week to cuss them out. I cannot wait. I'm going to give this week's episode of Basketball Wives. Jackie's presence has been felt. It really honestly has. And I'm actually looking forward to Jackie coming back next week. That says a lot about this cast and this show. Point blank and the period. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section what y'all thought about this week's episode. Make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know when my videos drop. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.